And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. And take a look at the Pacers. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And when I look at Indiana, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Houston, the perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's the great in at the 1. And Nembhard has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Nembhard's got the first points up on the board for the Pacers. And Rick Carlisle, now in his second stint, is the head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
But he is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Over 2 decades as an NBA head coach, he has seen it all. Remember the 2011 title win in Dallas. His guidance has been a key to this Pacers' recent success.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And the Pacers another 3.
Oh, an immediate response from Pascal. How about that 3?
Here's the great. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Fades and shoots. The shot is good off the backboard.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka, and we talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here is Halliburton. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Here's Siakam. Clock at 4. With the teardrop, score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Here's the great. 6 points for him. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
You would have thought that things could not have been more dramatic after regulation ended like it did, but the way they won that in overtime, wow.
Houston moving it around. KD passes to the great. Lets it go from deep. A 3-pointer is right on target. The great's got 11. So Doris, talking specifically about coaching. Is this the point in the season where a staff can try to light a spark under a player?
Yeah, a couple things to decide. That first, how is your team doing versus what you believe your ceiling is? And second, what kind of effort are you getting on a daily basis? We know these coaches. They are not afraid to light a fire when necessary. And sometimes, Kev, it's necessary.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Amen Thompson. Here's the great. Outside for Durant. Here's the great. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 13.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, the Great.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. And Shepard subbed in for Halliburton. And here are the Pacers now. The Rockets making the shot. Now McConnell. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. Furphy's checked in. Now here's McConnell, trailing by 5. Fires at the elbow. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, the mid-range game is TJ's specialty. This guy navigates to that spot and knocks it in.
46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The Great passes to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Eason gets a wide open look. Hands it from downtown.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Mathurin. Back to McConnell. Now here's Toppin. Back to McConnell. From the baseline. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's the Great. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Siakam. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's the Great, covered by Siakam. The Great passes to Eason. Yep, that one goes. Eason's got 5 points so far.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
McConnell with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And it's blocked by Şengün.
And Şengün got himself in great position, used that length to deny him at the rim.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back to you, Kevin.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And finished off by Siakam.
Let's remember, Siakam is a tremendous athlete. Gets to the cup and nice finish.
When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems.
Big man Şengün keeping his head on a swivel. Nice pass.
1:24 left to play in the first half. Halliburton on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. To the inside. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from McConnell.
T.J. McConnell has proven so crafty around the rim. If you're a guard in the painted area, you better be on point.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Siakam against Eason. Halliburton for 3. The Great grabs the miss. The Great's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
I mean, defensively, you are just contending with so much when you're checking Kevin Durant. It's not just the length. This guy is one of the most skilled, gifted offensive players in NBA history.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. That's checked in for the Rockets. The Pacers also changing it up. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling. That's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Houston, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks so much, Rick.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Get ready for the fan at courtside. Give me a beat. Here's measuring up the star. One more time, a round of applause for the
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Houston Rockets.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make-or-miss league, and that's mostly true.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from the Great.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Pacers trail by 17. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 slot. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here's Siakam, just 5 on the clock. Over Smith.
I mean, with his size and lateral quickness, Smith has all the tools needed to be an elite defender. Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's the great, guarded by Jackson. And the basket by the great.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Drops in the tray. The great's got 32 points in the game. And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Sinks the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 13.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's the great. He's covered by Halliburton. He gets that one. 34 points for the great.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Halliburton finds Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
Halliburton with the steal. There's the lob to Jackson. It's taken away by Smith. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pulls up on the wing, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him. Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Şengün. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Kicks it out to Siakam. Indiana moving it around. Nembhard, the pass to Jackson. Three-pointer on the way. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 23. KD finds Thompson. Şengün with a screen on Siakam. Stolen by Jackson. It's 2-on-1. Nembhard against Smith. Pass to Halliburton. And Siakam has it in the corner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Here's the great. He's covered by Halliburton.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. For the Rockets, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson. .125 left here in the third quarter. Toppin a screen on VanVleet. Pass to Toppin. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The great passes to Şengün. Here's the great, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, my goodness. You talk about shedding the defender.
Indiana shooting about 42% so far. Pass to Shepard. Shot from 12. That's short off the rim. Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Locked up there for Şengün. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to McConnell. Pass to Mathurin. Here's Huff. Şengün covering. 6 to shoot. Now Shepard shoots over Van Vliet. He can't get that one to fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Houston on top as they end the third quarter with a 13-3 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
These guys are going to struggle guarding movement, but if we dribble, they got one situation to play. It's too easy. All right? Come on. Let's go.
So more ball movement, Greg. That's what they're looking for.
Absolutely. When you over-dribble,
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, the Great.